Hello, Tim O'Kelly here, and if I want to talk to you about something today. I got a message for you today, and if you don't know who I am or what I'm about, go up and look at the profile video and get, kind of get a feel of what I'm about, or you can just watch this, and I think you'll get a feel for it. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever had a great day? Of course you have. Have you ever had a sucky day? Of course you have. Have you ever had a day where you, at the end of the day, went, man, I don't know what, I was just super productive today. And then have you had those days where you're like, I didn't get anything done today? You ever have what's called a bad day, right? That's what I want to touch on is how come? Because I know if you're anything like me, you want to have more good days, more productive days. Now, I'm not talking about every day. I'm not that kind of guy who's like, you got to be super productive every day of your life. I don't believe it. I think you got to take some time. You got time to recharge. Have you ever not been motivated? Well, for a good reason. You're not going to be motivated all the time, right? But what I want to talk to you about is whether it's you want to be super productive, like if there's something going on in your work, your career, you got a project going, and you want to be super productive, how to have that kind of day. Now, I'm also on the side, if you want to have a day that you're chill, you're relaxed, versus trying to relax and you're wired, trying to calm and you're thinking about your job. So if it's a super productive day you want, if it's a chill, really relaxed relationship day, how to have either one of those. And if you can come up with something in the middle that you want to have, that's fine too. But my point is how to dictate your day instead of being what I call victim to outside circumstances. By other people, by other situations, how to not get deflected or detracted or to your mind taken away or your mind wandering, That's what I want to work with you on here, because if you want to create a day that's awesome, relaxing, healthy, good, you want to start with taking a look at your day. And what I want you to do, if you're open to it, is I really want you to look at it and really take a look at what you do in a day. And I mean really magnify it down to what do you do when you first wake up? You probably have to think about that for a second. You're like, well, let's see, what do I do? And I tell you what, if you look at super productive people, I promise you they'll be able to tell you right off the bat what they do first thing in the morning. Because it's already laid out. They've already laid it out to have a super productive day. People who are masters at having a very calm and very relaxing day, I guarantee they know what they do first thing. And so what I want you to do is I want you to just take a look and challenge what you currently do to start your day. I mean, and then besides even in the middle of it and the nighttime, what do you do to start your day? See, how you start your day definitely defines your day. How you start it. And I don't have time to go into a whole day right now because that's a whole lot. It's powerful, but right now what I want to do is I want to challenge you to take a look at what you do first thing in the morning. Like, how do you start your day? And so, think about this. When you wake up, what's the first thing you think about? What's the first thing you do? What's the first action step? And I mean, really, take a look at it and go, okay, I kind of come to, like even when you come to, where do you look in your room? And that's probably stuff we don't think about. But I promise you, if you look at it, the way you set up your day is unconscious. For most people that are not having super productive days, it's unconscious. Because the way that you show up in a day is based on the way you think you should. And I'm just asking you to challenge that, to take a look at it. And I'm going to give you just a little bit right now of what you can do because I want to show you it works. There's things that you can do. So what I want to do on this video is how to have a super productive day. All right, so right when you wake up, what's the first thing you can do that's really, really effective? Is something physical. And that is to stretch your entire body before you get out of bed. And I mean stretch the muscles, stretch the legs as far as you can go. Now, I'm not giving you this just because I like it. No, you can go, you can study it if you want to. The effects of a full stretch in the body, the muscles, everything, right before you get out of bed. Yeah, you can find all the evidence you want to out there. Or you can just go, hell, let me try it and see if it works. And you'll see that it does. Okay, so big stretch. Okay, now, what's your first really conscious thought that you have about today? Because if you're anything like me, you'll wake up and you'll quickly assess your day. Like, what is today? What have I got to do? What's going on? You know, you're not quite awake yet. Where's my family? You know, you kind of want to protect and make sure everything's good. But then what I want you to do is I want you to insert something new into that. Is instead of looking at what you've got for the day, what about defining and deciding how today's going to be? First thing, set your intention first thing in the morning. Yes, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, but I tell you what, today is going to be boom. Today's going to be productive. Today's going to be chill. Today's going to be relaxed. Today's going to be family. Today's going to be connection. Today's going to be love. Today's going to be compassion. Today's going to be... You decide that first. Now, once you do that, that's only literally a couple of seconds, honestly, just to get that in. Then get out of bed, right? We haven't got out of bed yet. We'll have a good day. Get out of bed, and then, yeah, you're probably going to go to the bathroom. I got that. But you know what I challenge you to do before you go to the bathroom? Is turn to your table that's next to your bed and take what you've already prepared the night before, is a big glass or even bottle or liter of water. You've set it out the night before. Now, you don't have to follow that exactly if you like drinking really cold water. But see, the thing you want to do, and again, get on the internet. If you want to challenge this, get on the internet and find out the effects of hydrotherapy, is to drink a lot of water in the morning, right? When you wake up, flood your system, flood the bowels, flood the lymphatic system. I mean, just flood your body with good water. And I tell you what that does alone is give you an elevated, sustainable level of energy through the day. Is you get it up there and you don't go peak and valley with coffee, sugar, alcohol, 3-hour energy drink. By the end of the day, you're exhausted. So to just flood your system with water, okay? Now, if you can, now you might have to reschedule stuff, but if you can, do not eat for 45 minutes. Now, if that's too long, go 30. If that's too long, go 15. Start someplace. But put off food, because when you take any kind of a food, a protein, a carb, a fat, or whatever, and you put it on your tongue, your digestive system starts to operate. And you want to keep that dormant or asleep if you want to, as long as you can, up to 45 minutes, and then eat. Now, so when I started learning this, I went to, okay, I've got it wrong here. I'm not doing, because what I used to do, first thing after I get out of bed, I go down and have coffee. Now, don't panic, you coffee lovers, because I do too. I love it. But there's a time for it, and it's not first thing in the morning. Is if as far as you can go away from that water, the better. But I tell you what, if you start doing this, you're going to get a flood of energy in the morning after that water that you won't even want coffee. Now, if you love coffee, you like to have a taste of it, you can have a cup. But after you flood your system, okay? So now, you've got yourself, already set your intention, you've got your body flooded with good water. You've now ready to take on your day. Now, I'm just even going to go right there. If we stopped right there and that's all I gave you, you would do like a lot of people have done in the classes that I share this with. They come up and they share some incredible stories just around that right there. Is their energy level phenomenal? Their health better? Their focus, their eyes. I mean, you flood yourself with water, you set your intention in the day, it's a perfect way to start the day. Now, can you keep adding things to that? Because yes, here's a point to this. If you wake up without a plan, you're left up to whatever's happening in your world. And you're going to be subject to being pulled by different things in the world if you don't have a plan. Now, when I say plan, I'm not talking about that you have to do this every day. No, because your days you want to be different. But I tell you what, the people who are super productive have a plan. And I tell you what, once you start that plan, it's like you wake up and you have to do it. You have to. Because how about this idea? Coming home after work. Think about this. Just entertain this for an idea, this idea, this perspective. Coming home from work, walking in and talking about the 3 greatest things that you accomplished today. Walking in to your family and talking about how awesome today was. talking about, honey, look, this is what we're accomplishing. Look at the check I got today, or look at the ledger, or look at, and talk to the kids, versus what a majority population will do is they'll come home after work and what? They'll complain. They'll complain about their day. They'll complain about traffic. They'll complain about their boss. Take a look at it. You'll see most people do that. And then when I talk about that in classes, I talk about, well, why do you have that kind of day? And they're like, well, you don't understand. We have days like that. And in the back of my mind, I'm going, you don't have to. You can create your own day. And you can create it when people try to pull you, that yes, you might go over here, but you'll come back quickly. So the whole message I have right now is, take a look. Just examine what you do and question even this. Why? Why do I do it this way? And just start with what I gave you right now. Just start with that. Stretch, physical, mental, create your intention. Start with that and then flood yourself with water. There's a whole lot more I could go into, but that's the message today. Create a great day. Don't be victim. Create a great day. You have everything it takes to do it. So with that, just challenge your perspective. Take a look at it. Question it. Thank you.